Maine Housing's Emergency Heating Assistance Program will not begin November 1st as planned, and that is due to the federal government shutdown.
Now, it potentially leaves tens of thousands of Mainers without heating as winter approaches. The Energy Crisis Intervention Program, HEAP's emergency counterpart, was supposed to get $38 million to distribute this winter. Those funds are frozen due to the shutdown.
The delay affects seniors and families with young children. The program typically serves around 7,000 households each year, providing up to $500 in emergency heating aid.
Maine Housing's Dan Brennan said, quote, "We understand the severe impact this will have on Maine families, especially as winter approaches, and we share their anxiety."
Community action agencies will continue to process HEAP applications, but cannot issue payments until funding is secured.